The smell of rain and sage-flower wafted through the open windows, promising her that all was well. But the old woman knew how flowers spun their untruths when it suited them. She cast the sage petals a look through the window. All was well indeed. Madeira slowly swung her legs over the side of the bed, her silver-white hair falling to her waist in twisty braids. She grasped the cane leaning against the wall, drawing in breath slowly, committing each detail of her dream to memory. The moonlight fell across her dark brown hands in a soft glow. "That was you, wasn't it?" she asked the rising wisp of violet smoke hovering over her nightstand. Madeira's magic hummed its agreement, swirling in a slow circle, drifting toward the woman's outstretched hand. "You haven't given me dreams in ages. Not since—" She shuddered and shook the memory away. Her magic floated toward her, now a purple tornado. Madeira rolled her eyes. "There's no need to be dramatic," she scolded as she pushed herself to stand. The tornado let out an audible huff and then slowed to form a cumulus cloud. "Haru," Madeira called, knowing the scribe would hear. The boy slept lighter than a pile of feathers. A crash rang from the hallway just outside Madeira's bedroom. A few moments later, the door creaked open, and Haru stumbled forward, his thin raven hair sticking up like a sea urchin. His fire quill glowed in one hand, lighting up his tan face with a scroll of parchment tucked under his other arm. "You cold?" said Haru, blinking sleep from his eyes. They were brown with little specks of teal, starting to match the color of his magic, which now sat on his shoulder. "I need you to record a prophecy, Haru." The purple smoke growled. "Now you hush," Madeira snapped. "We're doing this properly, and that's final." Her magic sighed rather theatrically. "A prophecy, Madame Madeira?" Haru repeated, his eyes stealing a hesitant glance at the purple smoke. Still a new scribe, Haru Tanaka was eager to prove himself. The most he'd ever recorded was Elder Myrtle's Theory on Magical Propriety, and that was nothing like a prophecy, more of a yawn-inducing ramble. "You'll do just fine, child, as long as you pay attention," Madeira assured him with the same encouraging smile she'd used on new scribes for the last half-millennium. Haru gulped, readying his parchment. He held his hand steady, sparks of red fire shooting from the tip of his quill. "Help me remember," Madeira told her magic as it settled on the top of her head. She closed her eyes. "I see a newborn child, a boy. The mother is sobbing, but I cannot see her face. The baby is wrapped hastily in a tattered gray blanket, a filthy old thing." She frowned as the next part of the dream bubbled into focus. "There's a full moon, and it's snowing. Who carried him? The father, perhaps? The child is left on a doorstep. He does not cry." Her eyebrows scrunched together. Why isn't he crying? He's so cold. The seer searched her memories as her magic danced lightly at her temples. There was something about a door with the head of a lion for a knocker. She could sense the child's breathing, his quivering gums in the biting cold. His tiny heart raced in sheer terror, and still he did not cry. "This child is of great significance," said Madeira, beads of sweat now trickling down her neck. "But I cannot see how." "He must be remarkable," breathed Haru, scribbling furiously across the page, red sparks flying. Madeira shook her head. "No, but that's just it. He is, in fact, utterly ordinary. No trace of heroic lineage. And when I try to see his future, there is only vast nothingness." Her frown deepened as she searched for more. There was great beauty in this boy, but there was something else, too, something hidden in darkness. A loud squeak rang through the room. Haru's scribbling ceased. "Was that a hiccup?" he asked, his eyes fixed on Madeira's hovering magic. Madeira shifted her weight.